What's up, guys, and welcome back. My name is Jeff. I'm the owner of RDR Gear here in Salt Lake City, Utah. If you don't know what we do at RDR, you can find a couple different ways. One, by following this YouTube channel and liking, commenting, and supporting what we do and what Crispy does, and that'll help you guys out and help us out. Two, our website, rdrgear.com. You can see all the products we build, soft goods, chest rigs, kydex, nylon, canine, all that stuff there. And our social media platforms, Facebook and Instagram, where we post a lot of the pictures, shorts, outtakes, videos, one-off products, etc. So it'll get you guys squared away on what we do here at RDR. So without further ado, we're not too far off on this one. This one's a pretty new gun. Usually we're a bit behind, because I do enjoy not being beholden often to different parameters of YouTube. So we try to buy as many review products as we can. And this one is one of the ones we just purchased. And this is the M&P 2.0 10mm. Yes, the hand cannon of all, the Grizzly Slayer, the iconic pistol caliber from Miami Vice. If you guys are old like me, then you know the Bren 10 and John Johnson, Sonny Crockett's sidearm of choice. But this is an extremely surprising pistol to me because 10mm has always been kind of that Grizzly Slayer hand cannon, right? You didn't really get a ton of pistol reliability in regards to muzzle control. You got a very big boom, a very heavy gun, or you got very limited round capacity and a very limited pistol selection. So when I saw this, I'm like, 10mm, but now that I have it in my hand, I'm pretty excited. It's basically the overall dimensional shape of the Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0 45. Very similar in width, girth, etc. The cool thing is they made this in a 4-inch model and a 4.6-inch model. You could easily carry this as your EDC gun, as Colonel Jeff Cooper intended the 10mm to be, as a self-defense round. Today we shot 180 grain S&B, nothing fancy. I tried to find some 10mm defense ammo. It's non-existent. I wasn't in time to order some Buffalo Bore. I wanted to get some of that. I also wanted to get some of the Underwood, I think it's hard cast. I've heard through my time working in a retail business, in the gun shops, that this Underwood hard cast was the go-to for the backcountry round if you're going to carry this out in the backwoods. I don't do a ton of backwoods. Like my buddy Chris is in town visiting from Rhode Island. They just came back from Jackson, and they ran into a bunch of grizzlies and whatnot. So having something like this in like a Hill People gear or an RDR chest rig, if you're out trail running, it would fit perfect in the 6-inch OPP pouch, and you could just run this thing inside the chest rig and you'd be good to go. Other cool thing, 15 rounds of 10mm. That's insane. When we shot it today, everything was great. I set this gun up as kind of my thought process was with the accessories here, is if I was going to carry this gun in my campsite or in my tent or chest rig, whatever, I wanted to be able to grab this gun and have everything I needed to do on it to address any threat that was 4-legged or 2-legged or 4-legged and like 10 feet tall, grizzly. So I used the DG switch, which is if you guys don't know what this is kind of like the iPhone 5 of light activation options. This is by Surefire. It is a DG switch. They basically replaced the tail cap of a Surefire weapon light, and it has this little dongle thing right down here. This one's for a different pistol, that's why you get a little bit of gap back here. But as soon as you grab the gun, light comes on, right? And then that middle finger is the only one that's not really making full contact. So what allows you to do is get a two-handed grip on the pistol, squeeze, get the light on without having to activate anything with the thumb, so you're not breaking your grip by activating the light. All we're doing is squeezing hands and light is on. So there are some benefits to a DG switch. They're not something I would use all the time, not something that I would put on my EDC gun or my duty gun, because there is it's very easy to have a white light ND, right? So, and it's not very comfortable on this portion right here between the dongle piece and the trigger guard, and not all holsters have enough space through here to allow for the DG switch. So it is pretty old tech in regards to Surefire products. But on this situation, I thought it would be a great way just to simply have ability to grab it out of a chest rig or a backpack and be light on and good to go. I went with the SRO, and a little side story here on the SRO, but I thought, hey, you know what? The bigger the dot, if I had to look for something that was coming at me, or I had to run and turn and address a threat, animal, bear, whatever case may be, I wanted the bigger window, maybe give me a little better option there. But today, this is a brand new SRO. I mean, I'm talking like maybe three weeks old. It's been in a box that's it's laying around or whatever. It was working fine when I zeroed it. Crispy took it to do the B-roll photos. It did have a little bit of a tumble, not far, so it didn't fall far enough to where there's any marring on the dot. But when we went to shoot it today, the dot was fragmented, so I had a lot of weird looking Christmas style lights in the glass, and it was far left about 11 o'clock. No matter what we did, the dot would no longer rotate, and then as we started pushing the adjustment knobs, it was all over the place, right? And that was a very strange thing, and so we just couldn't figure out why, right? So that was something that kind of was just odd. So long story short, I'm going to try to take it off, re-zero it, and see if the 10mm recoil killed it. I would think not, right? I'm thinking maybe there's something with the drop, or maybe a faulty unit and it hadn't put on another gun and shot it yet. So we're gonna play around and see, but it is still a very wonky position in regards to where the dot is at. So we'll tinker with that and see. If worst case, the great thing about Trijicon products, you ship them back, they fix them, replace them, they have a great customer service, so we're good to go there. So this thing here, I was, like I said, I was very impressed today. And again, we shot 180 grain, SNB, nothing fancy, ball ammunition. But 180 grains, nothing to laugh at. It's got a little bit of juice to it. Crispy shot it today as well. He did a great job with it. It was very easy to shoot. And I think it's an easier gun to shoot due to the longer grip length, shorter barrel. It's not very heavy at all. You get the suppressor height sight, so if you do the red dot, you're good to go there. The stippling is phenomenal. This one happens to have the new Smith & Wesson flat face trigger, which I really like. This is the first of the pistols that came out in the full size with the new flat face. The compacts had it, and of course the Shield has it. This is also not the same trigger that's in the Shield. There are a couple different variations of the M&P triggers, so you guys can do the research there at smithwesson.com. But overall, man, this is a pistol that I really like. I have a couple of friends who do quite a bit of backcountry, my buddy Dave especially, and he's usually on his motorcycle doing his trips up to Jackson and on the off-road trails and whatnot on his overland bike. But he does carry a Glock 26. That's his off-duty gun. He is a police officer here in Utah. But this might be something that interests him. I think I'm probably going to keep this pistol just for the ability to have that campsite backcountry. And honestly, I'd carry this thing. 10mm duty ammo, or some hollow point ammo, or that Buffalo Bore, or the Underwood hardcast. That would be a great solution in this pistol, because again, it was designed as a defensive carry round. So at the end of the day, man, again, I'm not too far behind on Smith & Wesson releasing this pistol, but now that I have this gun, we've all seen lately the 10mm push, right? When these guys came out, their influencers that they have on staff, they did a great job. Amy 556 did a great job. Ken at Provectus Group did an awesome job as well. They gave you a lot of good insight on the release of the pistol. We now have SIG. SIG's got SIG's got full bore ahead with all their influencers pushing product. But I don't know if SIG hit it out of the park with bringing the 10mm in an X5 size pistol. That's going to be seen. Price point, I believe they're relatively the same. But at the end of the day, I think this M&P platform gives you a lot more versatility and diversity in regards to being able to fit it into an average chest size or chest pack. the ability to carry it outside the waistband holster. It'll fit an M&P 45 profile, and you get a carry size gun versus a primary duty size pistol with the X5 size. So I may snag a P10X, I think they're calling them, but we'll see. It's on my list, one of my distributors, but at the end of the day, after having this one here, the M&P, I am thoroughly impressed with how this gun turned out, how well it shoots, how easy it was to shoot, and the biggest thing, man, 15 rounds of 10 mil. That is just crazy. So anyway, that really impressed me overall. So again, this is a thumbs up for me. I would highly recommend, if you want a 10mm pistol, this would be a great platform to get, because literally you get everything you need. All your core mounting plates are in the package. Pick your dot, mount it up. Pick your weapon light. You can use a full-size compact, no light, whatever. But at the end of the day, this is a great solution for a backcountry gun, for anyone who wants the firepower and capacity to address anything you might run into out in the woods. So as always, guys, thanks for watching. We post 2-3 videos every week on gear that we review, gear that we buy. Until next time, be well, take care.